everyone, and welcome to this new lecture. In this lecture we're going to discuss about the decomposition reaction. So let's have the quick recap of the previous lecture that what we have discussed till now. In the previous lecture we have discussed about the combination reactions. In that we have discussed that two or more substances just combine together to give off a new substance or new product. Here we're gonna just see just opposite of that, when a simple substance will break down into multiple substances. So let's start this lecture with the activity 1.5. Take the ferrous sulfate, which is light green in color, in a dry boiling tube. Heat the boiling tube over the flame. So what will you observe? The smell of sulfur is coming out of the tube. Here we can see that sulfur type of smell. When you burn sulfur, the smell you can recognize that same smell is coming out of the tube. So here we can see that there is two-step reaction is taking place. Okay, because ferrous sulfate crystals are having water in it. Crystals form due to the presence of water. So first of all, this ferrous sulfate crystal forms the anhydrous ferrous sulfate, and then further reaction took place. So let's discuss these two-step reactions. So first of all, when the ferrous sulfate crystal is being heated, you can see the delta sign over there. Okay, and delta sign shows the heat. Okay, the heat is being provided. We get anhydrous ferrous sulfate, which do not having any more water left in it, and along that H2O in the gaseous form, the water is being released in the gaseous form. And the second step is that ferrous sulfate, that is anhydrous ferrous sulfate, no more water in it, is being heated further, and the different components further break down, and there is a ferric oxide Fe2O3 plus sulfur dioxide SO2 and sulfur trioxide SO3. These are the components that has been formed from the anhydrous ferrous sulfate. Here you see that one compound or one substance just break down into the many components. So now we can define the decomposition reaction. It is a type of chemical reaction in which, under suitable condition, one single bond split into multiple simpler substances. So here we can see that the same thing happened, that the anhydrous ferrous sulfate just break down into the three components. Or what are the suitable conditions? Suitable conditions can be if you provide heat, if you provide light, if you provide electricity, anything. Just you are providing some energy to it, it just breakdown took place, and this kind of reaction took place. So let's have a generalized concept of this. If we want to write a general equation for a decomposition reaction, so we can say that if some component AB or substance AB is there, if we provide anything, heat or whatever the energy we want to provide it, it will give AB as a general form. We can have some example as well. So we have example that calcium carbonate or limestone, which is its common name. Okay, when heated, that calcium oxide, quicklime in the solid form, and carbon dioxide in the gas form is being released. Okay, so here you can see that again the calcium carbonate, which is a component, it just break down into two components. Okay, now as we can use limestone in the various purposes, in the building materials, in the toothpaste, or in the pens, etc. Okay, let's move to the another activity, and we having the activity 1.6. What we have here, that take 2 gram of lead nitrate PbNO3 whole 2, which is colorless crystal. It is a colorless crystal, and when we heat it, we found a brown fumes is coming out of it. Okay, that is nitrogen dioxide. So from the next time, whenever you see the brown fumes is coming out from some of the reaction, you can say that that is nitrogen dioxide. So what kind of reaction took place there? The reaction is that when the lead nitrate is being heated, that 2 PbNO3 whole 2, which is in solid form, is being heated, give off lead oxide plus nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen. So here Again we see that these components just break down and give off the three different simpler components. Okay, here it's also a decomposition reaction. Okay, now activity 1.7. In this activity is based on completely on electrolysis. So you can say that what is electrolysis is. So electrolysis is breaking down of any components of substance, any substance, components of any substance into its simpler form. Okay, so here in electrolysis of water, we just break down the components of water into its constituent, and you can see that the reaction is taking place. 2H2O gives off 2H2, which is in gaseous form, and O2, which is also in gaseous form. So water in the liquid form, when the electrolysis is being done, you can see that hydrogen and oxygen just came off it. The amount of hydrogen is twice than the oxygen here. That is question being asked in your book. So you can see that the number of oxygen and number of hydrogen in the left hand side and right hand side as well. Okay, in the both side you can find the 4 hydrogen and 2 oxygen is there. So the number of oxygen and hydrogen is dependent on these components. Okay, so let's have to the another activity, and in this activity we have to take 2 gram of silver chloride, which is white in color, and after that we have to keep it in sunlight. What the observation we will see? We will see it turns gray. Okay, earlier it was white in color, now it will turns to gray. The reaction is that silver chloride AgCl, when exposed to the sunlight, it gives silver plus chlorine, which is in gaseous form, silver chloride. Again you can see the same decomposition reaction, and now the heat or the energy is being provided in the form of sunlight. Okay, now the same kind of reaction that takes place in silver bromide. When the silver bromide is exposed to the sunlight, it gives silver and bromine gas is being released off, okay, or just evolved. So these kind of reaction, that the silver bromide reaction is being used in the black white photography, it's now a history. Okay, we do not use this kind of reaction nowadays in the black white photography is not yet being used in the daily life that we see. Okay, we have in the digital camera, we having the special cameras, so we don't use these things now. Now all the reaction that we see had the many reactions. Okay, and these many substance, all the reaction that we see, a single substance break down into many substance. Okay, therefore all were the decomposition reaction, that whatever we see, these were the decomposition reaction. Endothermic reaction, you can see that all the reaction that we did here, we provide some kind of energy to it, and these energies are being provided in the form of heat, light, electricity, or you can think of any different form of energies. Okay, so the reaction in which the energy is being provided in the form of heat, light, electricity is known as endothermic reaction. The reaction which needs some of the energy as to be done. The reaction needs some energy to take place. So this is called endothermic reaction. So you can think of the difference between the endothermic and exothermic. Just do it as your assignment. So hope you like the video. See you in the next. Bye bye. Take care.